Hey guys, welcome back to another video, a review of the brand new 100 gecs album, 10,000 gecs. 100 gecs are a duo who broke out onto the pop scene a few years ago, and like straight off the rip, they became one of the most hated groups out there. Their breakout single, Money Machine, made a lot of rounds on the internet. By the general public, it was getting pretty much memed and shit on into oblivion, but for the underground music scene, people were fucking loving it. Because 100 gecs just bring this super strange energy that is kind of unseen right now. Not only that, they are like the most unserious duo I have ever heard. Their debut album, their last one, was all the way back in 2019, about 4 years ago now, and it's not my favorite album ever, but I do enjoy it a lot. But that album did leave a lot to be desired. There was a lot of room for improvement on that thing, and it is a hyperpop album, a genre that is not as popular now as it was, in my opinion. At least from what I've seen, I could be completely wrong on that. So now that we are 4 years in the future from that album, I didn't really know what to expect. Were they going to keep pushing that hyperpop genre, or were they going to switch it up and do something completely different? And luckily they did switch it up because they go in a pretty goddamn different direction here. Just going into these singles, the first one that we got was Me 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 last year, and I don't know, I was kind of underwhelmed by it then. It is the closer here, and it is a very underwhelming closer. But then we had Doritos and Fritos, which, my god, might be one of my favorite songs of last year. This is just a super fun and goofy dance punk banger. The chorus is extremely catchy, it goes hard, the lyrics are just insanely goofy and silly. It's just a fun-ass song. And the last single that we got, Hollywood Baby, is just like a straight-up Blink-182-ass pop-punk song. So yeah, that is a pretty drastic change from the more standard hyperpop stuff that they were doing on the debut. And while they do keep some of those elements, they kind of do improve on it a bit. Getting into the album, we have the opener, Dumbest Girl Alive, which samples that movie sound intro that I completely forgot what it is called. Right after that, we have a super abrasive guitar line, which is followed by a pretty standard verse. For 100 gecs, it also samples the same bass hit that is used in Travis Scott's Sicko Mode. I thought that was pretty funny. And yeah, it's a pretty damn good opener. It sets the album up very well. The next song, 757, is just an electronic pop banger. The vocal effects that are used here really remind me of Daft Punk a lot. And yeah, it's just a super catchy, cute little banger. It goes kind of hard. There's another track, Frog on the Floor, which just kind of sounds like a Ween, They Might Be Giants-like type track. It's not really my favorite on the album. It's a little bit underwhelming. I don't know, I just find this one to be a little bit too one-dimensional. It doesn't really go anywhere. They don't really do much with the sound. But then we have the song Billy Knows Jamie, which is just like a straight-up Limp Bizkit song. And man, this song goes fucking hard. Usually a song like this would be so like goofy that it's horrible, but the self-awareness here really just makes it tolerable. Tolerable is making it sound like I don't like it. I like the song, it's really good. And there is this super loud and aggressive finisher too, it's great. There's the song $1 Million, which is just a noisy song. I do think it's an improvement over songs they've tried to do like this in the past. While it's not my favorite song on the album, I still enjoy it a bit. But then there's the song The Most Wanted Person in the World, and I don't know, this is really not my favorite on the album. It's a bit one-dimensional, doesn't go anywhere, just like I said about that other track. Anthony Kiedis Sucking on My Penis is fucking insane. That is a wild thing to say. But yeah, that probably ends up being my least favorite on the album. Then we have I Got My Tooth Removed, which is a song that starts off as like this mellow hyperpop ballad, but then it turns into this ska punk banger, and it is so goddamn catchy. And like I said, Me 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 is the closer, and after those amazing tracks that we had before, I don't know, like I said, this one just sounds underwhelming as a closer. But in my opinion, this is a pretty big step up from the debut. I would say a majority of the songs on this album are amazing, and even the worst ones really aren't bad, they're just a bit underwhelming. This thing doesn't overstay its welcome either. It's not even half an hour long. It is just a very short and sweet, fun listen. And that's really all it needs to be, just fun and entertaining. If you are listening to this album and taking it seriously, there is just no point to that, just have fun. But yeah, I enjoyed this one a lot. Yeah, pretty big step up from the debut. I would give it an 8 out of 10. Thank you for watching this video. Tell me what you thought about the album in the comments section. Do you agree with what I said? Do you disagree? Tell me why. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe, I would highly appreciate it. I will see you next time. Goodbye.